Our Weekend Watch shines a spotlight on government activity. Today, we're focusing on the management of police and fire pension funds. You can read much more about these stories right now by the watchdog group Better Government Association. And here to talk more about the issues from the BGA is Danish Murtaza. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm kind of blown away by the number of fire and police pension funds that there are. How many are there, and is it too many?
So, it's a story we all know here in Illinois, with the number of units of government, the number of school districts. Likewise, with police and fire pension funds, also known as public safety funds, we have 653 public safety funds. That is quite a number, and it has creeped upwards over the past decade. There was one study back in 2012 that said that Illinois has 43% of the nation's public pension funds.
In just one state?
In just one state.
That's kind of unbelievable. So why is it that there are so many here? It's something that's mandated, right?
Right. So we have a law on the books right now that says that if you are a town with a population between 5,000 and 500,000, and if you employ even just one police officer or one firefighter, you must have a public safety pension fund. That's how we get, about 650-ish funds with a wide variety in terms of funding health.
Okay, so let's talk about the funding health, because the people who could benefit from these, the police and firefighters, and the people whose money are going into this should be able to, which is the public, should be able to know the health of the fund. So is there a way to check on all of these different funds?
So there is. We at the BGA designed a pretty neat application where basically it's an inventory of all of the public safety pension funds in the state. So what you can do, you can punch in your town, whatever town you live in, and out pops the public safety funds of your town. You can see how many assets, liabilities, funding ratios, and you can do a comparison of how maybe the public safety pension fund of the next town over is doing.
That's interesting.
So I did some, I pulled up some quick numbers.
Yeah.
So in Naperville, for example, their public safety pension funds are doing relatively well. They're at about 75% of a funding ratio. Up north in Waukegan, though, we're at 49%. So they have some room for improvement. And lastly, just north up in Evanston, they're about 50% funded. So, some room for improvement there.
So why is it so important for people who are watching to be able to know about these funds, first of all, know how many there are, and be able to check up on the health?
I think so. It's very important just to raise awareness in terms of just how many pension funds there are. Now, we aren't saying that there's nothing wrong with a police pension fund or a firefighter pension fund inherently, but we want to raise some awareness to the sheer number of them because it's your tax dollars that are going to these funds. Also, that being said, there are proposals in Springfield right now that are up for a hearing next week that are looking to consolidate these pension funds. So rather than having 650 public safety pension funds, you could have just one statewide police pension fund and one statewide firefighter pension fund. And the BGA policy team, we're looking at these proposals, and we encourage the public to look at these proposals as well.
Okay, Danish, thank you so much for being here.
So
we
much.
appreciate it. Absolutely. We can read more about this on BGA or bettergov.org. We're also posting a link on our website as well, abc7chicago.com.